It's coffee break time. Mmm. Just a cup full of this sexy goodness right there. Frugal Tech here. How you doing? This is the kind of my new set for the time being until I ultimately repaint, recarpet, do all kinds of cool stuff to the home office. Yeah, my wife and I bought our condo a couple years ago. We actually rented it for a number of years before we bought it. And we're basically pouring money into this place, you know, fixing up everything that needs to be done. That's part of it. You know, landlords typically don't spend a lot of money on a rental property, so we're having to deal with, you know, upgrading the mechanicals in the house and take care of all the bones on this place before we get into a lot of the cosmetic work. Some stuff we've already done, but the home office here is in need of a paint job and new carpet, and want to have some professional lighting put in this place as well. And I'm recording this video on the Sony AX100, which I just absolutely love this camera. And not shooting with DSLRs near as much. There's just, I don't know, too much fiddliness. I think there's a YouTuber I watch called Everyday Dad. If you haven't seen his channel, check him out. And he talks about fiddliness with cameras, and oh my gosh, believe me, at least with me, DSLR video, when I get beautiful video, I get fantastic video. But with my my Sony AX100, I just know that it works, and I get great video, and I don't have to worry about it as much. I digress. The reason for this video, I was here in the news the last couple days. There's a YouTuber, Jerry Rigs Everything. Jerry Rigged Everything. Jerry Rigs Everything. Anyhow, it's iPad Bendgate. And, you know, I get it. That's the shtick, tearing things apart and so forth. Here's the thing, though. The media hops all over this, and now the average consumer out there is beginning to think that the iPad Pro is just going to, you know, bend like a piece of paper or fold like a piece of paper. That's simply not realistic. I mean, most people, when they spend 800 plus bucks on a device, they tend to take care of it. And furthermore, an iPad is not the kind of device you're going to stick in a pocket. Could somebody accidentally sit on one and bend it or break it? Yes, absolutely. Take care of your devices, right? Why would you pay that much money for a device and be that careless with it? See, I'm of the opinion that if you're that careless with your device that, you know, you sit on it or what have you, it's not Apple's fault. It's not designed with that in mind. It's not designed to support a 200, 300, whatever pound person. It's an iPad, right? It's a delicate electronic device and deserves to be treated as such. But as far as basic day-to-day durability, I've had one fall off a table and it survived just fine. It was in a folio case. It was called folio. But the media is the problem here. Sensationalized, it just seems like no matter what Apple does, there's always going to be that camp that's going to try to find and exploit any potential problem with that device, more so than just about any other company. If you know me at all. I use Windows, computers. I have Macs, love them both. I have Android tablets. I've got iOS devices. So I think that I'm kind of tech agnostic, just whatever does the job the best way possible for me. And yet, I just can't help but thinking that Apple sometimes doesn't get a fair shake. If you're looking for a great tablet, right? If you really want a good, solid tablet that's going to do you well, it's hard to beat an iPad. There's iPad and there's everything else. And this is the new 11-inch iPad Pro. And, you know, I use it day in and day out. Mostly for content consumption, but I'm careful with it, man. I'm careful with most of my gear. I don't really throw things around. I don't put my devices in a position to where they're going to get set on, or of course, I don't really have any need for a backpack, but you get the idea. I just think that the media picks up on these things. They sensationalize it because it's an Apple device, so much the better. First thing you know, The average consumer is out there thinking, oh, these things fold up like paper. I'm not buying one of those. Well, I got news flash for you. They're not going to bend up like paper. You don't have to sit there and put a lot of physical force into bending an iPad or a piece of paper. And that's what this guy did. And it's just sensationalist journalism. I can take any device and screw it up, even unintentionally. Right? I've done that before. I'm just saying, folks, great. He's got couple million views on this video, 3.5 million views on this video. He's going to do well. You know, Lou at Unbox Therapy did the iPhone bend. That's a more realistic scenario than an iPad, right? It is possible that people set them in their back pocket or whatever and accidentally set and bent them. But the iPad, come on, this is just a different critter. It's not going to be used. You're not going to be putting it in your pocket unless you're the Jolly Green Giant, something like that. Or maybe Shaq. You're going to be putting an iPad in your pocket. So this sensationalism, to me, is just wrong. And I don't know whether you agree or disagree, but I just think because it's the Apple name, people really hop all over it, and it just exploded even more than what it needs to be. So yeah, that's it on this. So maybe it's a bit of a rant. You know, I'm all for getting views and so forth, but I'm not going to take a $1,000 plus device and just mangle it for the sake of views. Maybe I should. I don't know. I've mangled devices before, but unintentionally by accident. Believe me, these are plenty solid enough for most people. Unless you're doing something super extreme, then just put it in a nice solid case, and guess what? You won't have that problem. Protect your gear. Why wouldn't you protect your gear? And I just think the media is just way overblown this thing. That's just my perspective, my rant. So yeah, I just thought I would share that with you on this installment of Coffee Break. And this is the new set. This is what it looks like until we get everything redone, and hopefully the work will start this spring. And you know, if I get around to it, right? A lot to do, but I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you like the video quality, the audio quality of this. And so, yeah, that's it. I've rambled enough now. Coffee break's over. Talk to you later. Bye.